Now, when we care about someone or are attracted to them, we become accustomed to having them focus their attention on us. And the other person also becomes an intense focus for our attention. The idea of sharing them with others, the fear of them losing interest in us or finding someone else more desirable, can become disturbing. When it becomes intense, this can begin to feel like an obsession. Eventually, we can come to feel that this person somehow belongs to us as our property. Now, it's important to note that a little jealousy within a relationship indicates that there is still a spark, that you still care about your partner. However, when jealousy becomes pervasive and intense, it can result in terrible consequences. The common consequences of jealousy are misunderstandings, heartache, relationship breakdown, and even violence. The object of jealousy can start to feel controlled and dominated. Reasons for jealousy often include having been rejected, let down, or deceived in the past. This feeling is then generalized from one individual to apply to all men or women. But what is a jealous person actually doing? Well, jealousy is a blend of two destructive emotions, anger and anxiety. To be jealous of someone, firstly you must misuse your imagination. You have to make up stuff about your partner's activities and then believe in your imagination. And you have to believe in it enough to react to it emotionally. So when we boil it down, jealousy is making stuff up and then believing what you've made up. Once this is happening, the jealous person has increasing difficulty seeing clearly. They begin to filter reality in very specific ways. They filter reality in ways which match up to what they've imagined about their partner. All kinds of innocent behaviors by their partner become so-called evidence, just so it matches the highly emotional jealous state of their brain. So, a glance at a stranger becomes an invitation for intimacy. A conversation or innocent dance with someone else becomes a prelude to something much more serious. I have worked with a woman who could not watch TV with their partner in case attractive women appeared on the screen. I have also worked with men who could not bear their female partners facing outward at a restaurant in case they became attracted to someone else. So, if you are set upon by jealous feelings and need to stop misusing your imagination to make yourself feel bad, you also need to learn to trust, because unless real evidence arises that you can't, you can trust in others. We need to give people a chance, because so many people can be trusted. It's dangerous to assume that one person's behavior is representative of everyone's behavior. Take a moment to think about what situations have been causing a jealous response in you. Has alcohol made it worse? Has it happened when you've been out somewhere or your partner has been talking to other people? Or maybe you have been jealous of a friend they have, or even of them spending time with family members. Think now about typical situations that have proved a problem for you in the past. What does it feel like to think about these times and to recall them now? Now in a few moments, as you begin to drift into a deeply relaxing and fulfilling trance, you can find that you begin to feel so much more relaxed around those situations. And you can really begin to feel so much calmer around the situations you've just been thinking about. So that just thinking about them can allow you to feel calm and detached. Like retraining your mind. And once you've learned to relax about these times, so they don't dictate your emotional responses, then you'll start to feel so much better. Feel so much better in life and within your relationship generally. And you can really start to remember that your imagination needs to be used constructively. And what has been making you angry has just been imagination. So you can really now just start to relax about that. Now, if you haven't yet, take this chance to settle comfortably back into a nice, relaxing chair, or lie down on a calming bed or a couch somewhere. Okay, now just let your eyes close shut, and you can start to get the sense in your mind of a time you feel so relaxed and calm. Maybe this was recently, or maybe a long time ago. And some time and place can just come to mind. That's it. Or maybe your body will just feel the way it knows how to feel when it feels really naturally calm and relaxed. That's it. Very comfortable feelings can begin to drift around the body, soothing and resting, because you can feel so relaxed because your unconscious mind knows how to do that for you. And people aren't objects to be owned. A real friendship and a real relationship with another human being is just that, a relationship, not an ownership. And everybody needs to breathe and have space. And you can really notice inside your mind right now what it's like to experience respecting that. Not just as an idea, but as an experience in day-to-day life. Because a bird can explore the skies and be allowed freedom to move, and still, of course, be connected to the ground, always returning to earth again. And it's one thing to make things up in the imagination, and it's another thing buying into that totally and believing in make-believe. And it's easy to make reality fit into our patterns of make-believe because people see what they think they're going to see and what they expect to see, but we can have wider vision than that, because that's what narrow-minded people do. You can wait open-mindedly for the true meaning of things to emerge in their own time, without connecting them up to make-believe. And friendship is based on reciprocation, on doing things for one another, on sharing, not status or ownership. An equality, a sharing, a mutual respect. Now, as a sort of gushing, soothing, oozing relaxation and tranquility flows through your fingertips, down into your toes, with your shoulders relaxing so wonderfully deeply, and the muscles of your face and back resting comfortably and so calmly with deep, refreshing, healthy, wonderful waves of relaxation and peace. And with a sense of the possibility of allowing a fairer approach to others in your life. I want you to notice what it's like to really begin to rest so much deeper. As if, second by second, and each second, you can double your level of relaxation and comfort. And in a few moments, noticing what it's like to imagine being more relaxed than ever before. What would that feel like? Now, there have been certain times and certain situations within which you had become less than at ease with things. Certain typical situations. In a few moments, now, you can notice what it's like to relax and let go of those moments and begin to enjoy your own freedom and strength as you start to relax in these types of times. Now you can learn from yourself. Get the sense in a few seconds of just observing your future self in those types of times which before would have made you feel uneasy or upset. And notice in a moment or so what it's like to relax in those times, to be at ease. That's it. Sense of liberation, freedom, and growing strength. And as you'll notice, looking so much more relaxed and comfortable and normal in these types of times. Because calm dignity comes from within, regardless of what is happening on the outside. And now, just to get a sense of watching yourself from the outside, like watching yourself on TV, in those types of times, looking so calm and relaxed, and really notice what it is about the you in those times that lets the you observing see that the you there in the future is so much more relaxed, comfortable, and self-confident. Watch that now and really enjoy seeing yourself relax in those types of times. Good. Now, over the next few moments, you can drift into those times and really start to experience what it feels like to actually be within those times and feeling so calm and relaxed. So, drifting into them now and maybe for the first time ever, experience these different types of times, feeling so relaxed, and really notice what you learn by doing this, and the things you notice that you'd never really noticed before about these times, in such a clear, detached, and calm kind of a way. That's good. And you know you can rest and relax so much more fully than maybe you even knew before. And again, just drifting into those types of times and experiencing what it feels like to feel so much freer and calmer, like always seeing the bigger picture in these times. That's it. And you can experience somewhat ahead of time how things are going to be better when you start to notice that you're retraining unconscious patterns and just feel so much better. Just drift into a sense of the better future with these changes now in your day-to-day life. Noticing something of that now.